So this is a project built on the front end for Udacity front-end Nanodegree online course. It was built with JavaScript, CSS, and HTML. I used the framework Knockout.js to include some observables on the front-end site. And it also uses the Google Map API, as you can see, and it will use a weather API, as you can see in a moment. It also uses the Google Distance Matrix API so that you can calculate the distances. So, for instance, you have this list of national parks, and let's say we just want to search for a specific park. So let's look for the Grand Canyon. And you can see that it filters in real time, and I don't even have to finish typing in Grand Canyon because it pulls up both the North Rim and the South Rim. And so when you click on a marker, you can see that it loads up some information about the Grand Canyon and the weather, underground forecast for the next 3 days, a description of the park, the name, and then it will provide a photo if Unsplash.com has a photo of the park. So you can then clear this by deleting there, and it will return back to your original map because Knockout.js records and observes the page looking for entries. So this search actually works a couple ways. So as you can see, it started to filter, and so for instance, if you just wanted to go to a canyon, it will find any park with a canyon in it. And you can also click on park in the list in order to open it on the map. So you can see here we have Bryce Canyon National Park, where it's located, etc. And one other interesting feature is that you can also search by things in the description. So for instance, red rocks are mentioned in some of the descriptions, and so this will pull up all the parks with red rocks. And you could again click on those. Another feature of this project is that you can search within a certain distance and time, and the Google API will then use the distance matrix to calculate how far it is and return only those parks that are within the time distance that you chose. And so, for instance, we can do 1 hour and search for Moab. And as we do this, it will pull up the only parks that are within 1 hour of Moab, which happen to be, we've got Arches National Park here, and over here we have Canyonlands National Park. And when you choose clear, it will return you back to the full view of the parks. So, you can choose up to, 10 hours from, let's say we wanted to go from Los Angeles instead of somewhere in Utah. So we click go, and it'll pull up all the parks within that area. So there are only a certain number of parks that I put into this project because I chose ones that are within proximity to Utah, but as you can see, you can search from around kind of the West Coast and see. So that is my front-end Nanodegree National Park Google Maps API project.